Well, we talked earlier, his ability to stay calm, not the moment. Anytime you see a quarterback scramble, a lot of amateur fans will say, oh, he just likes to scramble and throw the ball. Well, that's not the case with him in this play. He really, truly uses his progression. You'll see his feet, and there's another angle you'll see again, but look at his feet always changing. That means he's making his progression, flipping his hips, and then he moves because of the pressure, because of the breakdown in the coverage. And I'll let you talk, or protection rather, I'll let you talk about the protection before we go back to AJ.
Well, one of the things you got here is Syracuse lines up. They got 7 people to protect 6. And you got to cover. You know, one of the 7 is going to have a free release. Either he's going to release or he's going to release. Okay, but you got 6 people in the box. Good job of protecting right there, and one man breaks down. And that forces the quarterback out of the pocket, and that's when all kinds of problems arise. If you got good protection and he can sit in the pocket, it gives him a chance to read the coverage, read down the field. Now, he does a great job in adjusted, getting outside, and you got one heck of a catch down the field.
That's a great catch. You know, you hear receivers all the time say, if you're going to get hit, you might as well catch the football, and that's what he does.
Yep.
But look here, you can see AJ's eyes. He's looking down the field. It's not one read and take off. He went through his full progression, felt the pressure because, again, the breakdown of protection, as you were talking about, by the one guy, and was able to make a play. And that's something, you know, I think that's a calm and that's ability that you can't really coach, that uncanniness to be able to step out of the pocket like that and take off. But his eyes, again, he's going through his progression, and his feet are great. I love his feet.
And I think he grew more comfortable in the pocket as the game went on, because the protection really was much better this week than it has been in the past, and that's something that they need to grow on and keep improving. If you can keep him in the pocket, you can keep him reading his progressions, you're going to have more and more completions without him getting hit, and that's what you got to do.
Definitely. And again, we talked about him being a true freshman. A lot of true freshmen, they're not going to go through every read. It may be 1.5, I'm out of there.
Right.
He went through a lot of progression the whole day, and he's a quarterback. If we give him time, he's going to be good in the pocket.
He's a sharp young man.
He's very good.
I think that the coach has got something to build on here, because when you got a quarterback that's a young quarterback that you can identify with, now you got to bring these recruits in. You got to say, look, we've got 1 or 2 quarterbacks. We got 1 guy, 2 guys that we know we're going to go with. Come on in here and help us out. And then they see they're throwing the ball down the field, which was a good thing.
Finally.
They're not throwing it laterally. They're throwing it down the field. And the run game, I think they had like 150-plus yards rushing. They're putting it all together, and that's against a very formidable opponent.
It was nice not to see a bunch of bubble screens.
Took the words out of my mouth there, Damien. Coach, thanks so much. Don't go anywhere. We're going to break a lot more of this down. Of course, you can always follow our sports team on Twitter. The handles are right there. We'll be right back on the Orange Zone here on NBC3.